بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ويلكم باك، أهلا بكم جميعا في الجزء الثاني، في اليوم الثاني لدورة دعم وتعزيز الرضاعة الطبيعية في مستشفيات صديق الطفل. حترك الميكروفون للأستاذ أشواق لتقديم السبيكر اليوم. تفضل أستاذ أشواق.
يعطيك العافية أستاذ طارق، أسعد الله مساكم بكل خير وحياكم الله في اليوم الثاني من برنامج دعم وتعزيز الرضاعة الطبيعية في مستشفيات صديق الطفل، والتي تنظمه إدارة الرضاعة الطبيعية بمجمع الملك فيصل الطبي بالتعاون مع إدارة الشؤون الأكاديمية تدريب صحة الطائف. محاضرتنا الأولى اليوم بتكون Promoting Breastfeeding During Pregnancy مع الدكتورة فاطمة يوسف الجعوان، استشاري نساء وولادة، استشاري رضاعة طبيعية معتمد من المجلس الدولي من مجمع دونت الطبي. حياك الله دكتورة فاطمة. دكتورة فاطمة.
دكتورة فاطمة أنت موجودة؟
دكتورة فاطمة.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
أهلا وسهلا.
السلام ورحمة الله.
أهلا بكم. أرحب فيكم جميعا في اليوم الثاني المحاضرة الرابعة. محاضرة اليوم حتكون عن Promoting Breastfeeding During Antenatal.
You can start share screen, دكتورة.
I shared the screen.
It's not a period.
طيب, I did. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Still, it's not shown.
إن شاء الله.
Okay, fine.
So our talk today is about promoting breastfeeding during pregnancy. It's the third step from the 10 steps for baby-friendly hospital initiative.
Are you there?
Yeah.
All right.
And you can see that step 3 is about antenatal care, where you discuss with the mom the importance, the pregnant lady, the importance of breastfeeding for her babies and for her health. And also you are preparing her to how to breastfeed. Inshallah, next week, same as this time, I will discuss with you step number 4, which is care right after birth, where it's mainly about encouraging skin-to-skin contact between mother and baby soon after birth. And this is helping mother to put their baby to, and also helping the mother to put their baby to the breast right away. Our objective from today's session is to show the importance of promoting breastfeeding during pregnancy, and also the way to educate the pregnant women about breastfeeding. We will discuss the information which you need to deliver to the mother, to the pregnant lady, which will help her to feed her babies. Also, we will discuss importance of exclusive breastfeeding and the management of breastfeeding. We will discuss antenatal practice, which will help, or that practice which are helpful to breastfeeding. And also we will mention some practices which are harmful or might be harmful to breastfeeding. We will discuss if a woman is tested and found to be HIV positive, how can we counsel her and help her during feeding her baby in his early days and ongoing feeding. So the first aim is why it is important to discuss breastfeeding with the woman. It's important because it enables the pregnant woman to make an informed decision. For any person to make an informed decision about anything, he needs to be fully informed about it. And also, it was found that by evidence, educating mother and family and also staff increase the rate of breastfeeding, and this is your aim and our aim in this initiative. As you see in this study, they found that if you educate the mother, this is a meta-analysis of many studies, if you educate the mother, the initiation of breastfeeding will increase by 23%. And the short term of breastfeeding, the mother will continue breastfeeding for a short time, will increase by 39%. And the long-term breastfeeding will increase by 4%. So in order to make an informed decision, a woman needs to know an information that's accurate, evidence-based from a trusted source, like from WHO, UNICEF, Academy of Breastfeeding, and any other source which is related to evidence-based information. Understanding also, she needs to understand that information for her own situation. Maybe she has a special situation, or everybody is different than others. So she wants to understand how to carry breastfeeding successfully in her situation. Also, she needs to be confident. And I think this is one of our aims. The main aim is to make the woman confident in her ability to breastfeed. So she will be capable to overcome any difficulty she may face during her journey in breastfeeding. Also, we need to inform her about the support. She needs a support in her family, and also our hospital or our dispensary or whatever we are practicing breastfeeding. We need to support her and give her help all the time. So we knew now it's important, but what information she needs? What do they need to know, the pregnant woman, while they are pregnant about breastfeeding? This is generally what they need. They need to know about the benefit of breastfeeding and the benefit of early initiation, importance of rooming in, and what is feeding in demand, importance of exclusive breastfeeding, and how to assure enough breast milk. And we need to show them, demonstrate to them the position and attachment. And we will also educate them about the risk of artificial feeding and use of bottle and pacifier. Basic fact about HIV. And I think regarding the HIV, we need to tackle it in a sensitive way with the patient. Though we are screening all the pregnant ladies, antenatal education in a group should not include formula preparation. If we want to teach a mother who cannot, or for any special reason, she cannot breastfeed, it can be discussed with her personally, not in front of a group, okay? Because we are not advertising, we are not promoting formula feeding. So we have our friend Fatima and Maryam, and we will follow them. They are coming to our antenatal clinic, and we will follow them and see how we can deliver the information to them and discuss with them about breastfeeding. Fatima is expecting her first pregnancy. So Fatima is pregnant for the first time. Maryam is expecting her second pregnancy. I want you to imagine how a mother would view the information and the practice we discuss, especially those who never heard about breastfeeding or they are not familiar with breastfeeding. Fatima and Maryam have arrived. They came to the hospital. While they are waiting, they listen as a nurse is talking with a group of pregnant women about feeding their babies. So they are listening to a group discussion with a nurse who is explaining about baby feeding. What do you think in a group discussion? What is the main important, what is the main point to include in a group discussion for antenatal women to educate them about breastfeeding? So we will tell them about breastfeeding, how it's important for the baby and for the mother and for the family. And we will tell them about breast milk. It is ready, available anytime, anywhere, and the right temperature, no need for preparation, no need for boiling water, no need for washing or water or gas. It is with no cost. Mother milk is all what the baby needs. Subhanallah, حليب الأم هو كل ما يحتاجه الطفل. يعني باللغة العربية طبعا سبحان الله يعني من أحسن صنعه. في اللغة الإنجليزية يقولون just what the baby need، وباللغة العربية نقول هو ما يكفي للطفل، كافي، لا يحتاج معه نقطة ماء حتى. What to do and expect while in hospital, and also we'll demonstrate for them the position. So in antenatal group talk, we will cover all these points. Also, if we have a lady who's expert and she has a positive experience before, we can benefit from her and let her positive experience. And if she encounter or somebody who face difficulty, she may explain how to avoid these difficulties. And also in this group discussion, we can show and demonstrate how the position and what is the appropriate positions to help the. Okay, we finished from the group discussion and we come now to individualized discussion. Fatma goes to see her pregnancy care provider. The provider himself or herself, she doesn't know what Fatma heard in the group and if still she has any query in her mind. So how can we find out if a pregnant woman knows about the importance of breastfeeding and if she has a question? How? You will use your communication skill, which you had last session. Of course, you will use non-verbal communication to show her your interest, you are paying attention to her, and she will feel comfortable with you, speaking to you, and then you will let her talk, give her a time to speak, and then you ask her an open question. For example, what do you know about breastfeeding? Such a type of open question will give her opportunity to explain and speak, and then the provider or the one who is giving her the education, he will reinforce some of this information. He will acknowledge the amount of information she is having. And if she has any barrier to breastfeeding, they will discuss together. Especially the mother who has bad experience before. What, instead of asking her what you know about breastfeeding, what if you ask her this type of a question? Are you going to breastfeed? You will be surprised if she answered the answer which you don't know. It is difficult to continue the discussion if the pregnant woman say that she is not going to breastfeed. So it's better to ask a question which is not a leading question, not a direct question. The direct question will, if she say yes, then you may discuss, but if she say no, this will close your discussion. While you are listening to her, especially if she is an expert or if she read before or if she is educated about breastfeeding, listen to her and let her give you more information, what she knows, and acknowledge that what she knows from information, reflect back and reinforce her knowledge. And it's not like giving a lecture. You want her to build confidence because the information she knows and she is telling you, especially when the information she knows is good and maybe she needs a little bit of correction, so you will use simple, suitable language to correct, but you didn't need to do that if she is having a good information. So little more information maybe later on the second visit or so. So you build a trust with her, unless that information is you didn't agree totally about, but you can't delay that. I mean, if she knows already about the importance of breastfeeding and most of the information, so you need only to reflect, reinforce her knowledge and support her and tell her that you are in a good, what about your family? Do you have somebody to support you in the family? You are by yourself, and by your knowledge, you will be having a successful breastfeeding, inshallah. What about your family? She may raise something about her family. Maybe she will say, my husband, my mother, my mother-in-law are not so encouraging me for breastfeeding. So maybe you will ask her, please, if you feel that comfortable, you can bring them next time. I will talk to them. We will talk and we will discuss about the importance, and maybe together we can convince them. Short few discussion. I mean, the discussion itself, the education, may take only few minutes and it will be enough. And you can create an antenatal checklist. Every time she comes, you will cover certain topic and you see if it is okay or you need reinforcement. We will talk about the checklist after a while. But some of the pregnant women, they need extra counseling and support. Who are they? Their special situation, like the one who has difficulty breastfeeding last time with her last baby. They need more discussion about why it was difficult. Was it because of attachment, or was it because of poor positioning? Was it because of information? Then you will go with her why it was, why did she face breastfeeding difficulties last time? And why she changed immediately or in a short period of a trial to formula milk? Did she has enough support at that time? Okay, and also another case, those who had babies before but never started breastfeeding. And also those who working away, they spend time away from their children. So we will tell them how they can cope with the situation, how they can express milk and keep it, and we will teach them, and you will have a complete session about that, how they can breastfeed still with all this separation. Maybe some of them, they have family difficulty, non-supportive family. Some of the family are the normal for them. Breastfeeding is normal for them. But some of the family, they are not used to breastfeeding, and some they feel breastfeeding is for a reason or another, they are not supporting breastfeeding. So we can, in those cases, we need to bring the family and discuss why they are, what is the idea behind they are not supporting, and try to overcome this problem. Also, special cases like a mother who is depressed or a mother who is isolated. Also, cases of a breast surgery or trauma may affect the milk production. Chronic illness, or they need a medication. So we need to discuss and know if this medication, how, maybe most of the medication are not contraindicated with the breastfeeding and the baby can breastfeed, but we need to know more to can help her and help her physician, primary physician for that condition. And also, if the lady is having high risk of preterm, we need to talk to them about the special care and the ICU, what will happen for the baby, and also if maybe also on one of the like a twin pregnancy, maybe they will have risk of preterm labor. So all this, we can prepare them to know more about a preterm and the care for preterm and kangaroo care during staying in the NICU. One of the special cases is the HIV positive ladies. So this is the checklist which I mentioned to you. Every visit, when the mother comes, you will discuss one of these topics. You can see it, it's written in Arabic and in English. When you discuss, the one who discussed with her will write his name and who attended. The mother, the pregnant lady herself, she brought someone with her, her mother, she brought her husband, we can write also. And the way of demonstration, was it just demonstration تطبيق عملي أو verbal كلام تكلمنا معها شفوي أو عطيناها مطويات, show her video. And if every time we will take, if you feel that the response was good and she is had enough information and she's satisfied from that point, then we will tick on that point. If you feel that still she needs reinforcement, next time you can tick on that. Also the same, for example, the first visit, we will speak about the importance of exclusive breastfeeding and how it is important, how it's protecting the baby from many illnesses such as chest infection, diarrhea, ear infection, help baby to grow and develop well. And all what the baby needed during the first 6 months. The second point, if she knows this information, then we will sign and discuss, and the response is good. If we come the next visit, we will discuss importance of breastfeeding to the mother. We will tell her that it protects you from breast cancer, from hip fracture in later life. It helps mother from getting pregnant soon, and also it saves your money and your family from extra cost. Importance of skin to skin, this is the third visit, for example, and show her how it is important to keep the baby warm and calm, promote bonding between the mother and her baby, and help the breastfeeding get started. This, inshallah, we will discuss more and more next session. And also in the third or fourth visit, we will say importance of good positioning and attachment. And also the getting feeding off to a good start means baby led feeding, not a schedule feeding, means when the baby feel hungry, you will see the clues and the mother will feed him, not like a schedule one every 3 hours, every 4 hours or so. We will then, if there is no other food or drink needed for the first 6 months, maybe we can include that with the exclusive breastfeeding. And a last thing, we need to discuss with her risk and hazard of not breastfeeding. So every time she comes, she will have a chance to be educated about all this. So regarding the importance of breastfeeding, and especially if we deliver any information to the mother about anything, we have to give it in a simple, understandable, suitable language. So we will tell her that it provides ideal nutrition and optimal balance of nutrition. It protects against infection. يعني بالعربي مثلا نقول لها هو الغذاء المثالي، يحتوي على العناصر، جميع العناصر بتوازن، يحمي من الالتهابات، prevent sudden infant death، يساهم بإذن الله في تقليل نسب وفيات الأجنة اللي هي المفاجئة، الأطفال حديثي الولادة. risk of allergy، يقلل خطورة الإصابة بالسكر من النوع الأول، الحساسيات، ارتفاع ضغط الدم في المستقبل. reduce risk of allergies، type 1 diabetes, high blood pressure. What if Fatma tells you that her friend told her that no difference if she breastfeed or pump and give to her baby? She said maybe to keep the shape of your breast, it's better for you not to breastfeed directly because this will change, it will give you a saggy breast or whatever they are saying. So what can you tell Fatma about the benefit of direct breastfeeding? Direct breastfeeding, the action of breastfeeding itself, helps the child jaw muscles to develop, as well as the tongue and muscles of the eustachian tubes. This development reduces the incidence of ear infections. It also assists with a clear speech, protect against dental caries, and reduce risk of orthodontic problem. يعني مشاكل الأسنان، تقويم، تسوس الأسنان كلها تقل مع الرضاعة. طبعا من قبل قلت تطور الفك وعضلات الفك والتقليل من التهابات الأذن. Appetite regulation and reduce obesity. ينظم الشهية، يعني ما يصير مثل الطفل اللي ينعطى ببرنامج محدد، يعني لازم تشرب الرضعة في هذه الساعة المحددة حتى لو أنت مو جوعان. لكن لا، هنا appetite regulation and reduce the risk of obesity. Improve physical and emotional development of the child and the bonding with his mom. Again, our friend Fatma is asking, what if she can delay breastfeeding a few days after delivery? And she said, I know from my friends that immediately or the first few days after delivery, I will be tired and I cannot breastfeed. What can you tell her about the benefit of colostrum and different types, and also different types of milk and how the milk is different from time to time? We will tell her about the type of breast milk, especially the colostrum, which is produced by the 7th month of pregnancy. It is thick and sticky, clear to yellowish, act like a paint, coating the baby's gut to protect it. يحمي، يبطن، يعني يسوي زي البطانة للأمعاء حقة الطفل وتحميه. سبحان الله. If any water or artificial feed are given, some of this paint can be removed, allowing infection to get into the baby's system. يعني لو انعطى الطفل الرضيع اللي حديث الولادة، لو انعطى خلال الفترة هذه، لو انعطى موية أو رضعة صناعية، حتدمر جزء من أو تزيح جزء من هذا الواقي. It is a baby first immunization, the colostrum, كأنه تطعيم against many bacteria and viruses. It helps to establish good bacteria in the baby gut by controlling the pH. So it's not only protecting from harmful germs, it also establishes the good germs. Contain more protein and vitamin A than mature breast milk. It's laxative and helps the baby to pass meconium and reduce the incidence of jaundice. Other type of milk, for example, the preterm, the lady who delivered before 37 weeks, the milk will be having more protein, will contain more protein, higher level of iron, higher immune property than mature milk. Mature milk, the mother delivered after 37 weeks, it contains all of the major nutrients, protein, carbohydrate, minerals. It changes in relation to the length of the breastfeed and the need of baby. يعني يتغير مع رضعة الطفل ومع احتياج الطفل. إذا الطفل بريتيرم، إذا الطفل مريض، إذا الأم مريض، يتغير سبحان الله. Contain substance that help in digestion، يحتوي على مواد تساعد في هضم الأكل. يحتوي على growth factors، provide protection from infection. طبعا breast milk composition difference dynamic، يختلف or it differs and according to the gestational age. Preterm different than full term. Stage of lactation, colostrum and mature milk. During the feed، في بداية الرضعة it's called fore milk, and by the end or بنهاية الرضع حيكون اسمه hind milk. يعني اللي في الأول يكون قليل الدسم واللي في الآخر يكون عالي الدسم. Protein, the amount of protein in breast milk is perfect for infant growth and brain development. It's easy to digest and can thus quickly supply nutrient to the brain, to the baby. While artificial formula have different protein from human milk that can be slow and difficult to digest and can put a strain on the baby system. Some babies can develop intolerance to the proteins and formula resulting in rashes, diarrhea, and other symptoms. The level of protein in breast milk is not affected by the mother food consumption. Yani if the mother eats less or she's in poor condition or she cannot provide enough food, the protein content is stable. This is very important to assure the mother. Fat. Fat is the main source of energy, calories for the infant. And there is enzyme in the breast milk called lipase, which starts the digestion of fat so that it is available quickly to the baby as energy. Fat in breast milk contain very long chain fatty acid for the brain growth and development. And also it contains, it is very important, this very long chain, as other vitamins and content. The high level of cholesterol maybe help the infant to develop body system to handle cholesterol throughout their life. The level of fat is low in the milk at the beginning of the feed, لما اللي هو بداية الرضعة, the formilk is low in fat. عشان البيبي يجي عطشان فيطفي العطش حقه. طيب, and by the end of the feed, it will be the level of fat is higher. So the baby, this is called hind milk. That's why we will tell the mother to continue. Some of the mother, they will shift from one breast to another, and the baby will not gain much weight because they are not reached to the milk, which is in high, fat is high. So let the mother to know this information, so they will keep the baby in one breast till almost the baby finished this feed, and then, or they feel there is no more milk is coming, then they can shift to the other side. So the fat content can vary from feed to feed. Artificial formula doesn't change during the feed and lack digestive enzymes. Artificial formula have little or no cholesterol. Some brand, they say they have fatty acid added. However, this may come from fish oil or egg or vegetable sources. What about carbohydrate? Lactose is the main carbohydrate in breast milk. It's made in the breast. It's constant throughout the day. Lactose helps calcium absorption, provides fuel for the brain growth, retard the growth of harmful organism in the growth, يعني يدافع عن النمو، يحارب نمو الميكروبات الضارة في المعدة في الأمعاء. It's digested slowly. Lactose in the breastfed stool is not a sign of intolerance, and not all artificial formula contains lactose. Iron, the amount of iron in breast milk is low, but it is well absorbed from the baby intestine if the baby is exclusively breastfed. Iron deficiency anemia is rare in the first 6 to 8 months in exclusively breastfed baby. So the baby have already stored from his mother, so he doesn't need much of iron. Whatever is given to him by breastfeeding is enough, and it will be well absorbed. Even some formula, they have and iron is added, but that will be poorly absorbed from the intestine. And it will help germs to grow in the gut. Water, breast milk is very rich in water. No need to add water to even in a dry, hot climate. Breast milk doesn't overload a baby kidney. It's just enough what the baby needs. So giving water or other fluid may disturb the breast milk production. Flavor, الطعم. The flavor of breast milk is affected by what the mother eats. يعني الأم إيش تاكل حيطلع طعم الحليب متغير. يعني كل رضعة حسب إيش أكلت الأم. الأم تاكل أكل فيه نكهات حتطلع هذه النكهات عند البيبي. The variation in flavor can help the baby get used to the taste of the family food and ease the transition to this food after 6 months of age. يعني تكون الطفل متعود على الأكل اللي بياكله أهله طعمه فيتقبل الأكل بعد إكماله 6 شهور لما نبدأ ندخل له الأكل. Artificial formula taste the same every day throughout the feed. يعني كل الرضعات بنفس الطعم في الفورمولا. The taste of formula is not related to any food that the baby will eat. يعني ما لها طعمها ما لها علاقة بأي شيء ممكن يأكله الطفل في المستقبل. We are back to our friend Maryam and Fatima. Maryam, she didn't breastfeed her first baby exclusively for 6 months. And she is asking why it's important. She heard about exclusive, but she doesn't know why it's important. So what can you tell Maryam about the benefit of exclusive breastfeeding? We can tell Maryam or all the pregnant women about the breastfeeding exclusively for the first 6 months means that no drink or food other than breast milk are given to the baby. Exclusive breastfeeding provides all the nutrient and water that a baby needs to grow to the end of the 6 completed months, 26 weeks or 180 days. Baby fed at least. طبعا this is not a cut-off. يعني ما تأخذونها على أنها خلاص قلنا من 8 ل 12 ممكن تزيد أو ممكن تنقص شوي ما هو مشكلة. But usually the baby feed from 8 to 12 in 24 hours, including the night feed. After 6 months, we start the complementary food in addition to breast milk for 2 years, inshallah. The following, these things are interfering with exclusive breastfeeding. If the baby is given any drink or food other than breast milk, this will interfere with the successful exclusive breastfeeding. If the baby is giving a pacifier, dummy or soother, يعني نعطيه لحاية أو ينعطى شيء بالرضاعة، كل هذه حتأثر على exclusive breastfeeding اللي هو الرضاعة الحصرية. رضاعة حصرية يعني فقط رضاعة من الصدر من الأم، يعني فقط breastfeeding. Limits, if we limit the number of breastfeed، يعني نقول للأم رضعي بس 6 مرات في اليوم 5 مرات في اليوم أو أي رقم، أي limit حيكون يضر بنجاح الرضاعة الحصرية. Any limits will affect the success of exclusive breastfeeding. Limits also are based on sucking time or the length of breastfeed. الرضعة نفسها مدة الرضعة. The length of breastfeed itself, we should not limit it. Let the baby, maybe especially in the early days, the baby will take longer time while breastfeeding. For each feed will take longer time. Later, with the development of his muscle, the time will be shorter. So these 4 things maybe I mentioned interfering with the successful exclusive breastfeeding. We have a practice in the hospitals which will make our breastfeeding, which will promote or help to successful breastfeeding. Which practice you mean in your hospital or in any other hospital, which will make, and we will inshallah discuss this in the second session in more detail. Practices that help to successful breastfeeding, if you allow the mother to bring someone with her to delivery, like her mother, her sister, or her husband. Other practice which will also help avoid labor and birth intervention, IV fluid, keeping her on bed, attaching her to CTG, all this. Having a skin, if we avoid all that, this is a successful. Have to skin and roaming in, learn feeding signs, let the feed is baby led, not a schedule, or frequently feeding frequently. This will also support continuous breastfeeding. Breastfeeding exclusive, and also will demonstration of position and attachment. Most women can breastfeed if there is a help for them. So this is the helpful or the good practice which is supporting breastfeeding. There will be a question about this by the end of the session. Maryam, first baby, had diarrhea. Maryam, first baby, had diarrhea after she stopped breastfeeding. She was breastfeeding him and then she started formula. She is asking how breast milk will protect the baby. What can you tell her about the benefit of breastfeeding? How breastfeeding will protect from illnesses? For example, when the mother is exposed to an infection, her body produces antibody, which is passed to the baby, like flu or whatever. Even before she's becoming so ill, her body started to produce this antibody. And when she feeds her baby will have the immunity. Also, factors in breast milk help the growth of the cell wall of the baby gut, thus aiding the development of a barrier to microorganism and allergen. White cells present in breast milk are able to destroy breast bacteria. Also, breastfeeding promotes the growth of beneficial bacteria in the baby in the baby gut. Lactoferrin from the milk bind to iron, preventing harmful bacteria from using this iron to multiply. Artificial formula contains no living cells, no antibodies, no live anti-infective factor, and cannot protect from infection. And also sometimes it has more iron, which is used by the harmful bacteria. So this is the mechanism we can simplify as much as we can and explain to the mother. What about breastfeeding during emergency situation, like in crisis, war, or whatever? The safest and the only reliable food for infant and young children is breastfeeding. It provides both nutrient and protection from outbreak. And you hear also in the disaster, sometimes there will be outbreak. Having no financial cost or safe water needed for preparation. An infant who is not breastfed is at high risk and should be referred for full assessment of risk for relactation. And you mean during crisis, if there is an infant who's not breastfed, we can encourage the mother and counsel her to relactate, for relactation to breastfeed again. Fatma also is asking, what are the risks if she did not breastfeed? She's asking about her own risk and her baby risk. So what's the risk for the mother? Breast cancer, ovarian cancer, hip fracture in older age, retention of fat deposit, because the mother who's not breastfeeding, she will not lose the fat which she gained during pregnancy. Also anemia because of menses and heavy menses, while mother who's breastfeeding, she will be mostly amenorrheic for no menses for 6 months. Frequent pregnancy, she will get pregnant sooner if she is not breastfeeding. The risk for the family, the income, it will be affected, and higher family, the income, either from the absence due to taking care of the ill child, or because of expensing to purchase this, consuming the milk and the bottles and the boiler, everything. Increased healthcare cost, the baby will be ill and then you will take him to the doctor, you will pay a fee for the doctors. What's the risk for the baby? The diarrhea risk is 25 times, risk of pneumonia is 4 times, eczema, necrotizing tuberculosis, diabetes, obesity, and death is more in formula-fed baby. Why formula-fed baby at high risk from infection? Because they lack the protective element, no antibodies, no live anti-infective factor. Formula milk itself is not sterile, and during manufacturing may be contaminated with bacteria such as Enterobacter or Salmonella. Water used for washing the bottle or mixing infant formula may be contaminated. Artificial formula cannot actively protect the baby from infection, as we mentioned. So this is all to summarize the risk of artificial formula. So we said more diarrhea, persistent diarrhea sometimes, malnutrition, more likely to die, may become pregnant sooner. So all for the mother. So does it make a difference if you say breastfed babies may have less illness, or if you say babies who are not breastfed may have more illness? Does it make a difference? Does it sound any difference for you لو قلتي إن البيبي اللي يرضع رضاعة طبيعية أقل إصابة بالأمراض، أو قلتي البيبي اللي ما يرضع طبيعي رضاعة طبيعية may have more illness؟ إيش الفرق؟ The first phrase implies that illness is normal in a babies, and the breastfed babies have less illness than normal rate found in babies who are not breastfed. يعني نقول إن المرض طبيعي في الأطفال، لكن اللي يرضعون طبيعي أقل مرض. لكن الجملة الثانية, the second phrase implies that breastfeeding is the norm and not breastfeeding has the risk. الجملة الثانية تدل على أن الشيء المعتاد أو الشيء الصح النورمال أنك ترضع رضاعة طبيعية، والخطر يكمن في أنك ما ترضع رضاعة طبيعية. طيب لو زميل لنا قال لنا how would you reply to a colleague who says you make mother feel bad if you tell them that they are dangerous if they don't breastfeed؟ يعني زميلك يقول لك أنتم بتخوفوا الأمهات وتقولوا لهم إن في خطر لو أنتم ما رضعتوا رضاعة طبيعية، كيف تردين عليه؟ طيب health worker doesn't hesitate، نقول له إن كل اللي في المجال الصحي بيقولوا للأمهات الأشياء الخطيرة مثل الدخان، مثل لا تتركي البيبي لحاله، مثل أشياء كثيرة. طيب وهذه من الأمانة إن إحنا نوصلها للأمهات. So health worker doesn't hesitate to tell the mother that there is a risk if they smoke during pregnancy or if don't have a trained person at birth، تولد في البيت ولا أي مكان، ما عندها أحد خبير أثناء الولادة، ما تروح المستشفى، and if they have their infant in the house alone. There are many risks to a baby that we will tell women to try to avoid. يعني في مخاطر كثيرة دائما نحن نحذر الأمهات منها. Women have a right to know what is best for baby and may feel angry if you withhold information from her. يعني إحنا بنحذرهم من أشياء كثيرة، والأم لها الحق أنها تعرف خطورة الرضاعة الصناعية وخطورة عدم ترضيعها رضاعة طبيعية، وحيكونوا زعلانين لو إحنا ما علمناهم. وهذا من باب الأمانة الطبية والمهنية علينا تحتم أن إحنا نبلغ الأمهات بهذا الشيء. مريم had nipple sores while breastfeeding her first baby and asking how she can improve. We can tell her about good positioning and latching, and we can teach her that by demonstration. Breast examination in general is not important, mandatory or routine in unless she has surgery or lump. But it's good to mention to the lady that breast is increasing in size and there is more blood flow. And Fatma told you that her neighbor told her to prepare her nipple for breastfeeding. So what can you tell her about that? Antenatal preparation. Reassure her that most women have no problem. Body part comes in, maybe some women will compare her breast size or breast shape with other women. So all breasts, mostly all the breasts are functioning well. Antenatal practice or doing any toughening, or pulling of the nipple will not help much. Use the time to build her knowledge and confidence about that, whatever the shape or size of her breast. What about the HIV? The most important message, in short, is if the women have acceptable, feasible, affordable, sustainable, safe way of providing feed to the baby, the mother can avoid breastfeeding if she is positive. But if she is not having acceptable, feasible, affordable, sustainable, and safe way of feeding, then it is better for her to feed her baby rather than dying from hunger or malnutrition. If you have a question, I am ready to receive your question, or I will ask you.
We're going to take all questions at the end of the session.
At the end? Okay.
Yeah.
So we have, just to sum up, we have some question. We want to know 2 reasons why exclusive breastfeeding is important for the child. The second, what information do you need to discuss with a woman during her pregnancy that will help her to feed her baby? Also list 2 antenatal practices that are helpful to breastfeeding and 2 practices that might be harmful for breastfeeding. The answers, I give you the answer. Exclusive breastfeeding provides all the nutrients and water that the baby needs to grow and develop and protective from infection. Breastfeeding burns fat, pre-pregnancy weight, and many women, from my experience, and I think many of my colleagues' experience, they find this point is very encouraging for them, that they will be losing the weight they gained during pregnancy if they exclusively breastfeed. Builds mom confidence, discuss the woman knowledge, beliefs, and feeling. This is one of the good practices. And the bad practices is pulling or toughening the nipple with a rough towel. And excessive pulling may damage the skin and tiny muscles.
Dr. Fatma?
أيوة. I'm about to finish. خلاص حخلص. Inshallah, we covered the third step of the 10 steps of baby-friendly hospital initiative. And inshallah, next week, same time, we will discuss the 4th step, care right after birth. I hope you enjoy this lecture and the coming lectures, and I will be staying with you till the end of Dr. Safina's lecture. Thank you very much.
شكرا لك دكتورة فاطمة على المعلومات. شكرا لك.
الله
next
يسلمك.
lecture helping with breastfeed مع الدكتورة صفيناز محمد يوسف سلامة، استشاري حديث ولادة واستشاري رضاعة طبيعية معتمد من المجلس الدولي من مستشفى شرق جدة. حياك الله دكتورة صفيناز.
يا مرحبا، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
حياك الله دكتورة، مرحبا فيك.
مرحبا بيكي.
تفضلي المايك لك.
Yeah, okay. This is my second lecture with you. مرحبا بالجميع. Again, thank you for inviting me. This is again Safinaz Salama with the helping with the breastfeed, which is step 5 in the from the 10 steps of baby-friendly hospital initiatives. And it will be about how to help a mother during breastfeeding for successful breastfeeding. كيف ممكن نساعد الأم لرضاعة طبيعية ناجحة. Session objectives will be discuss proper positioning for successful and comfortable breastfeeding, describe how to assess a breastfeed, then recognize signs of positioning and attachment, demonstrate how to help mother to learn to position and to attach her baby for breastfeeding, and at the end we're going to discuss some reasons why a baby may have difficulty attaching to breastfeed. ليش بعض الأطفال ممكن أوقات يرفضوا إنهم يرضعوا. نبدأ ب positioning and attachment for successful breastfeeding. كيف استضاع الطفل وكيف التقامه للصدر. إيش نقصد ب positioning the baby for breastfeeding؟ What do we mean by positioning the baby for breastfeeding? استضاع الرضيع عشان يرضع من أمه. Positioning means how the mother holds her baby to help him or her to attach well to the breast. كيف الأم تضع الطفل أو بوضعية معينة بحيث إنه يكون يرضع بطريقة مريحة له. If this is the mother, how is she holding her baby or positioning her baby for comfortable breastfeeding? This what do we mean by positioning. And then what do you mean by attachment? إيش نقصد بما يسمى بالتعلق أو ما يسمى بالالتقام الجيد لرضاعة طبيعية ناجحة. It means how the baby is attached to mother's breast. كيف البيبي نفسه متعلق أو ملتقم صدر الأم من أجل رضاعة طبيعية ناجحة. So positioning is how the baby is positioned for breastfeeding. كيف الأم ماسكته بطريقة جيدة أو مريحة له. وattachment كيف البيبي ملتقم صدر الأم. طيب positioning and attachment are very important. If a baby is poorly attached, you can help the mother to position the baby so that she or he attaches better. إذا كان طريقة وضعية الطفل غير جيدة وغير مريحة ممكن نساعدها من نحسن هذه الوضعية. لكن if the baby is well attached, إذا لقينا إنه البيبي is well attached and suckling effectively وبرضع بفعالية, maybe we don't need to interfere. لكن لا ننسى زي ما قلنا من يومين إنه we need to tell the mother what key points you're observing. إيش الحاجات الجيدة اللي أنت شايفاها وتمتدحيها عند الأم to build her confidence عشان نبني ثقتها في نفسها and her own ability وفقد قدرتها على الاستمرار في الرضاعة الطبيعية. فإذا كان everything is good, you just need to praise it, you just need to explain to her what do you mean by good so she can continue doing that. Mother's position during feeding, الأم تقدر تتحكم أو تعرف إيش بالنسبة لها مريح, and she can feed in different positions. She can feed while she's sitting on the ground, جالسة في الأرض, sitting on a chair, lying down, أو حتى standing or walking. Some mothers they can do it, but she has to be comfortable. لازم تكون مرتاحة عشان تقدر تستمر. Comfortable with back supported, ظهرها مسنود, feet supported, شيء تحت رجولها يسند رجولها ما تكون طايحة من الكرسي, not hanging loose or uncomfortable. Breast is supported, إذا كان محتاجة تعمل supported breast كمان يكون supported, ممكن يكون غير ضروري, لكن إذا كان محتاجة تدعمه كمان تكون دعمته بطريقة صح, لكن تكون مرتاحة. She has to be comfortable. هذا بالنسبة للأم. When she can hold her baby in different positions, many ways, كثير مليان صور على طرق كيف تمسك طفلها عشان ترضعه. لكن في أي طريقة تختارها الأم in any position she chooses to hold her baby, she has to be comfortable and the baby has to be comfortable also. هو كمان لازم يكون مرتاح. What do you mean by the baby is comfortable? Baby's position during breastfeeding has to be comfortable again. We have 4 key points are used. We are using these 4 key points to help the baby to be comfortable. 4 عندنا علامات لازم تكون جميعها متحققة عشان نضمن إنه الطفل هذا مرتاح أثناء الرضاعة. What are these 4 key points? Please now imagine these positions and try to point at your ear, shoulder and hip while I'm talking. The baby's body has to be in line, في خط مستقيم. What do you mean by in line? The ear, the shoulder. Can you please point to your ear, your shoulder and hip joint with me now? So the ear, shoulder and hip are in straight line, not zigzag, straight line, so that the neck is neither twisted to the right or the left, not bent forward or backward. If you turn your neck or your head now to the right, so your ear is not at the same line as your shoulder and hip. If you turn to the left, so again your ear is not at the same line with your shoulder and hip and hip. So the body has to be in straight line with ear, shoulder and hip in a straight line. So, and then the second key point is the baby has to be close to the mother. لازم يكون في قريب من أمه، لاصق في أمه. أول خطوة قلنا يكون في خط مستقيم. ثاني وحدة يكون لاصق في الأم. So the baby is brought to the breast. نجيب الطفل قريبا من الصدر وليس الأم اللي تروح للبيبي. Rather than the breast taken to the baby. ما هو مدة الصدر للبيبي، البيبي اللي يقرب من الأم. رقم 3 well supported، مدعوم بشكل جيد. Head, shoulder, and if he's a newborn إذا كان مولود حديثا لازم يكون كل جسمه مدعوم جيدا، ما يكون طايح منه نص، ما هو مسك كويس. آخر نقطة من ال4 اللي تضمن راحة الطفل أثناء الرضاعة facing the breast. The baby has to be facing، لازم يكون مواجه للصدر والأم with the baby's nose to the nipple. يعني you can't tell the mother put the baby with his tummy over your tummy، بطنه على بطنك، فبالتالي هذا يكون قريب من الأم ومواجه لها. وطبعا زي ما قلنا رقم 1 in line في خط مستقيم and well supported. These are the 4 key points. So how to hold the baby for breastfeeding? There are many different ways. The most commonly used position to hold the baby for feeding is this position, the cradle position أو ما يسمى بوضعية الاحتضان. This is the most frequently used position. This mother is feeding from her left side breast and holding the baby with her left arm. Again, this mother on left side is holding the baby with her right arm and using the right side breast to feed her baby. This is what we call cradle position. Again, if she chooses this position, the baby has to have the 4 key points. He has to be in line, he has to be close, facing the mother, and well supported. These 2 babies are in line. Can you see his ear, shoulder, and hip are in straight line? Again, here ear, shoulder, and hip are in straight line. The second position, cross cradle position. What do you mean by cross? عادة كلمة cross يعني العكسي. هذا ما يسمى بالاحتضان العكسي. ليش يسمى بالعكسي? This mother is feeding from her left side breast, but holding the baby with right arm. If you look at this picture, this baby is feeding from her left side breast, but holding the baby with the same side arm, left arm. Cradle position, left breast, left arm. But here, left breast, but right arm is holding the baby. ولذلك يسمى cross cradle, الاحتضان العكسي. Mother has good control of baby's head هذه بعض الأمهات يفضلوها لأنهم بيتحكموا بأنهم يمسكوا الرقبة والرأس باليد بالكف. وبرضو عندهم هنا فرصة إن هم they can hold the breast with the other hand. So maybe useful when learning how to breastfeed. لأنه بعض الأطفال عندهم صعوبة. Some infants they have difficulty to latch initially first few days. So maybe you can try this position with those mothers and infants. لأنه بيعطيها مجال تتحكم أفضل، تمسك الطفل أفضل وتتحكم إنها تمسك الصدر بطريقة يعني تتملك وكذا أكثر. Maybe useful for preterm. maybe الخدج ممكن ينفعهم هذه الوضعية. low birth weight اللي وزنهم ضعيف. البيبيز who need زي ما قلنا to need help for latching first few days. إذن هذه الcross cradle. Again, the baby is in line, ear, shoulder, and hip in straight line, facing the mother. يعني ما هو facing السقف. You cannot see his abdomen. If you can see his abdomen, he is not facing the mother. He is facing the ceiling. And he is close to mother, and again, well supported. Underarm position. Again, some mothers, they like to use this position. It's not wrong. It's some mothers, they prefer it, or maybe use also for small babies, maybe good for twins. And this is what we call underarm position. والبعض يسميها clutch زي الشنطة الكلتش, or football زي ما الكرة الأمريكية American football, how the way they hold the football. And also it helps sometimes to drain different areas of the breast. Again, the baby is well supported, in line, close and facing the mother. This is also some mothers, they use this position if they have pain first few days after cesarean, or if they have, they cannot sit first few days. This is a sideline position. So we can help mothers in hospital to use this position first few days. Enables mothers to rest. Mothers may fear smothering. ممكن بعض الأمهات يخافوا إنهم يخنقوا الطفل أو ينقلبوا على الطفل. إذن she has to be awake. She should be awake. And notice here very importantly, where is her arm? Her arm is up under the pillow, not under the baby. And the baby is supported with the towel behind him. He's facing the mother. He's straight line. He's in straight line and close to mother. So whatever position the mother chooses to feed her baby, the baby has to be comfortable. How to be comfortable? 4 key points. He's in line, well supported, close to her, and facing her. In line, supported, close, and facing. Remember these 4 key points. For feeding twins, again, we need to take care of those mothers who deliver twins or even triplets while she's in hospital. Before she leaves the hospital, we have to be sure that she knows how to feed more than one baby at the same time to save her time and not to be really overwhelmed with crying babies which baby she has to start with to feed. So she has to master how to feed 2 babies at the same time. This mother is holding both babies with the underarm position or the clutch. So double clutch. Look at this position, double clutch. Here, a double cradle. So you have to teach the mother to also teach the one who will help her at home first few days. This is one cradle, one underarm, and these are in upright position. So we have also to take care of mothers who deliver twins before she leaves the hospital, with also presence of the helper who will help her at home. So if she wants to support her breast, if she needs to support her breast, some mothers, they don't need that. So again, you need to take care. How does she support her breast? كثير أمهات يفضلوا إنهم يمسكوا الصدر بالطريقة هذه أو ما يسمى بطريقة المقص, scissor hold. It might work with some mothers, but it's not preferred. Actually, it's not preferred because for most mothers, the fingers will come to the areola, and this will antagonize with good attachment, as we are going to see in the next few slides. So it's better to advise her using your communication skills by suggestion, not by giving orders, not by telling her you are wrong holding the breast this way. No, by telling her, may I show you another way of holding your breast? زي ما شفنا بمهارات التواصل اللي من يومين، ما نعطيها أوامر أو اعتراضات، لكن بإعطائها اقتراحات للتغيير، إنها ممكن تمسك بالطريقة الثانية أو ما يسمى بالسي هولد، إذا support بالفينجرز، ولكن leaving الإبهام فقط هو اللي من فوق بحيث تكون بعيدة، إنك أنت المسافة بين الإبهام والإندكس فينجر كبيرة، ما تجي أبداً على الأريولا because the distance between your thumb and index is large, so she can hold the breast without reaching the areola. So it works well for most mothers. Remember, you cannot help the mother if you are in uncomfortable position, you too. So you have to تكوني مرتاحة أنت كمان، ما تكوني واقفة معظم الوقت ومكفية bending with your back unsupported. You really be in a hurry at that time, so you have to be comfortable, take your time, comfortable position, sit in a position where you are comfortable and relaxed, in convenient position to help the mother, to give her time, and also so you will not be in a hurry. Why to assess a breastfeed? Why to assess a breastfeed? ليش إحنا اللي بنقيم الرضعة؟ عشان إيش؟ إحنا نحتاج نقيم الرضعة to help to identify and praise what the mother and baby are doing well. نبى نشوف ونكتشف إيش بتسوي الأم صح فعلاً علشان نقدر نمتدحه بحيث إنه هي تقدر تكمل تستمر عليه. It gives you also assessing a breastfeed gives you information about current difficulties. وممكن تلاحظي لو في أي صعوبة حالياً أثناء الإرضاع بحيث إنك تساعديها إنها تتجنبها لما تروح البيت. Highlight practices that may result in problems later if not changed. ممكن يكون ما عندها أي شكوى، لكن أنت لاحظتي إنه في حاجة تحتاج تغيير، لكن إنك لو تركتيها الآن ما بتشتكي منها، لكن لو تركتي هذه المشكلة حاليا قائمة مع الوقت حسبب لها مشاكل، زي مثلا لو لقيتي أنت الالتقام أو الاتاشمنت not right but she's not complaining, if you leave it when she goes home she will come back with engorgement. أوكي؟ فهذه الأسباب نحتاج إحنا نقيم فعلا الرضاعة قبل الأم ما تمشي تروح البيت. How to assess؟ كيف ممكن نقيم الرضاعة؟ Of course زي أي مرة تقابلي فيها مريضة أو أم في المستشفى أو أي مكان آخر، greet the mother، تحية، ask about، عرفي بنفسك، ask how breastfeeding is going. تذكروا قبل يومين كنا نقول إيش أخبار الرضاعة معاكي، ما نسأل رضعتي أو ما رضعتي أو الأسئلة المغلقة هذه. avoiding closed questions، just ask an open simple question, how breastfeeding is going. Sit down yourself to be comfortable in a comfortable, convenient position. Observe a breastfeed and you can use your breastfeeding observation aid. في نموذج في الكتاب اسمه ملاحظة تقييم الرضعة أو breastfeeding observation aid، هذا يساعد وحنشوفه بعد شوية في السلايدات القادمة. We're going to also see it in the next few slides. How to assess the breastfeed? Ask to watch how the baby is feeding. This is very important. This is very important really. We need to ask, can we see how the baby feeds? ممكن أشوف كيف البيبي يرضع. It's better than asking, can I watch how do you breastfeed? So don't ask to watch how the mother is feeding. ما نسأل ممكن توريني كيف بترضعي؟ لا، ممكن أشوف كيف البيبي يرضع، هذا بيكون ألطف للأم. This is better for mother to ask, can I see how the baby is feeding? So better than asking, don't ask to watch how the mother is doing. If the baby is wrapped in heavy blankets, ask the mother to unwrap the baby so that you can see the baby's position. إذا كان ملفوف وزي أحيانا بيكون في أماكن باردة، طايف باردة، إذا كان ملفوف كثير ممكن تطلب منها إنها تفتح هذه اللفات كلها، بس ما يكون في تيار طبعا أكيد بارد، not in cold air stream، so عشان تقدر تشوفي البوزيشن أوضح أثناء الرضاعة. Watching, listening, watching the mother and baby and listening to what the mother is saying. And this is what do we call the breastfeeding observation aid. Breastfeeding observation aid is to observe the mother, the baby, the breast, again, mother, baby, and what's in between? The breast, then how the baby's position, how the baby's attachment, and then the final result that we are looking for, the suckling. أول شيء بنشوف الأم، الطفل، الصدر، الرابط اللي بينهم، وضعية الطفل، الالتقام أو كيف الطفل ماسك الصدر، وفي النهاية النتيجة اللي احنا كنا بنطمح ليها الرضاعة بفعالية. How to assess the breastfeed؟ كيف نقيم الرضعة؟ طبعا زي ما قلنا notice something positive. من يومين تكلمنا في مهارات التواصل communication skills. remember, notice something positive and you're going to find something positive always. Believe me, try to find something positive and say something to encourage the mother. لازم تجدي حاجة تمتدحيها للأم، تبدأي بيها، بعد كده تبدأ الاقتراحات للتغيير الخاطئ. Notice something positive and say something to encourage the mother. This should be first. Then explain how to hold her baby and show her the 4 key points of infant's position that we have talked about. Then show her how to support her breast. بالضبط زي ما شفنا قبل شوي. كلها باقتراحات بعد الامتداح. If you notice a difficulty, explain what might help and ask the mother if she would like you to show her. Again, ممكن تسأليها تحبي أوريكي طريقة ثانية؟ Ask her, do you like me to show you something? Maybe it works better for you. Explain to show her how to help the baby to attach. برضو ممكن تشرحي لها ممكن أوريكي كيف ممكن الطفل يلتقم الصدر بطريقة جيدة تضمن نزول اللبن. فهذه كلها تكون باقتراحات بحوار باستخدام مهارات التواصل. To achieve attachment, touch her baby's lips. ممكن with the nipple. ممكن تقولي لها ممكن تلامسي الحلمة للشفة العليا. Touch the baby's upper lip with the nipple. Baby will open his mouth. This is rooting reflex, so he'll open his mouth. Open more and more. لا تستعجلي قولي لها انك تعطي له الصدر او تقربيه اكثر المفتح اكبر قدر ممكن. Wait till he opens his mouth wide and wide and wide. Wait until her baby's mouth is opened widely, very widely. زي التثاؤب. Move her baby quickly onto the breast, then he will attach. So this is to achieve attachment. الصورة دي موجودة في النت. This picture is in from the internet. You find it. So observe the signs of attachment. Signs of attachment. And again, these are 4 signs. Remember, 4 signs for good positioning, comfortable positioning. Now we have 4 signs for good attachment. وإيش يعني attachment؟ يعني كيف the baby is attached to the breast. The first sign is the mouth is widely open. Mouth. So ask yourself these 4 questions. Is mouth widely open or open widely? In this picture, yes, it is widely open. مفتوح على أقصى اتساع الفم. نعم. السؤال الثاني. Is lower lip turned out؟ هل الشفة السفلى مفتوح من كتر الفم ومفتوح مقلوبة للخارج؟ لدرجة الفم مفتوح لدرجة أن الشفة السفلى مقلوبة للخارج؟ ولا داخلة على جوا؟ لا مقلوبة للخارج. We can see in this picture. السؤال الثالث. Is chin touching the breast؟ هل ذقن الطفل ملامسة للصدر؟ نعم. حتى الآن نعم نعم نعم. آخر واحدة, the last one, number 4. Can you see more areola above the baby's top lip than below؟ هل شايفة جزء من الهالة؟ الهالة هي المنطقة الداكنة اللي حوالين الحلمة. The areola is a darker circle surrounding the nipple. So can you see part of that? If you can see a part of the areola, it should be above the baby's lip, not below. Not below. You can, because why I'm saying not if you can see, because for some mothers the areola is very small, maybe all of that inside the baby's mouth, but again he was taking from down more than above from more than above the nipple. So again, 4 key points for attachment. Mouth is widely open. Lower lip is everted, مقلوبة للخارج. Chin touching the breast. And the last one, areola above the nipple is more than below. 4 key points for good attachment. So then observe the baby suckling. اللي هو الإرضاع بفعالية. طبعا احنا ما نقدر نشوف هنا في صور، لازم فيديو أو نشوف أو طفل حقيقي يرضع. We cannot see in a picture. Can you see slow but okay. Can you see slow deep sucks? Slow deep sucks. يعني ممكن sometimes you can hear the baby is also swallowing. You may hear swallowing. يمكن تشوفي الطفل بيرضع ببطء، بيرضع ببطء. الموت، هذا الصوت السريع غير جيد، يدل على انه بيلتقم فقط بمص في الحلمة، ما بيلتقم، ما هو ملتقم الحلمة والهالة. slow slow deep sucks. I hope you can see I'm doing with my finger. You may hear swallowing as I said, and the baby's cheeks are rounded. شوفي look at his cheeks. شوفي الخدود كيف ممتلئة وليست مسحوبة للداخل. They are not indrawn. They are not indrawn to the inside, not drawn inward during a feed. فممتلئة الخدود. وسبحان الله الأطفال الرضع عندهم خدود سميكة، فيها طبقة من الدهون سميكة تحافظ على إنه تبقى not indrawn. Infants they have thick buccal fat also to maintain them during suckling. So slow deep sucks. وليست سريعة، هذه تعتبر خاطئة. These are wrong. You may hear swallowing or the baby's cheeks are rounded. طيب, helping mothers, remember to observe, always observe a mother breastfeeding before you offer help. Offer help only if there is a difficulty. Help as much as possible in a hand off. قد ما تقدري من غير ما تلمسيها. Try as much as possible without touching, hands off. Let the mother do as much as possible herself. حاول إنه هي كل شيء تسويه بنفسها، من غير يعني قد ما تقدري تشوفيها وتعمل بنفسها وتدي اقتراحات، هي تعمل بنفسها التغييرات، لأنها لما تكون قرارها ستستمر عليه وتفرح وتزيد ثقتها بنفسها. Because if she does it herself, if she made the changes herself, she will stick to that. She will be happy. She has self-confidence. تزيد ثقتها في نفسها وفي ثقتها في قدرتها على الاستمرار. Talk about the key points in line, close, supported and facing. في خط مستقيم، مدعوم كويس، متقريب منها ومواجه لها. كلميها عن دي الحاجات. لقيتي البوزيشن الصحيح برضو كلميها عنها عشان تستمر عليها في البيت لما تروح هي تخرج من المستشفى. Even if you find the position is good, again talk to her about these 4 key points so she can continue, because she did it naturally in hospital. ممكن سوتها بالفطرة في البداية من غير أن تنتبه إنه هي في طريقة معينة. فلما تروح البيت تقول كيف كان ما أذكر، فكلميها talk to her so when she goes home she can continue doing the right position. Make sure she understands so she can do it herself. لازم تدعميها بالعلم الصح عشان لما تروح برا خارج المستشفى حتلاقي كثير ناس حوالينها بأفكار مختلفة عن اللي كلمتيها عنها، بمعلومات مختلفة، فلازم تكون هي مدعومة بالعلم. You have to support her with the right information before she goes home and finds somebody who is negatively helping her, who do not know much information, and maybe she will really lose her confidence at that time. Helping mothers, remember to say something positive. Always look for something positive and say it before suggesting any changes. أعيد يمكن أكثر من مرة, maybe more than one time I'm repeating this because you really need to praise, acknowledge before you telling any suggestion. Your baby, examples, أمثلة. Your baby looks thriving and happy. طفلك ما شاء الله شكله مبسوط يعني وكويس وبينمو. You're looking lovely at your baby. ما شاء الله مسكاه بطريقة حلوة جميلة ومهتمة بيه بحب. You're holding your baby in a good way. مسكتك له مرة ممتازة. عارفة يعني إيش ممتازة؟ يعني كده وكده وكده. So you need to explain to her. You're holding your baby in a good way because this he's in line, he's comfortable, he's close to you. So she will be more happy. So, but when to assist with breastfeeding? when you think we need to start assisting with breastfeeding? Is it in the first hour after delivery, in the delivery room? First hour after birth, in the delivery room? No, of course, not in the first hour. The baby at that time is finding the breast naturally and may suckle at this time بالفطرة. ما محتاج أي دعم ذاك الوقت. And this should be a relaxed time without a problem. Often the mother and baby will sleep for a few hours after that. في غرفة الولادة حيلتقم الطفل بالفطرة الصدر وحياخد الكولوسترم أو الرضعة، أن في ذاك الوقت بيكون عادة ما في مشاكل. إذا احتاجت دعم نساعدها، وعادة بيناموا وقت بعدها. متى نبدأ نقيم ونساعد؟ When the baby awakes again. When the baby wakes again في postpartum department, it's a good time to help the mother to find a comfortable position and help her to position and attach her baby if she needs help. ممكن تكون عندها خبرة، إذا أمتدحها وأشرح لها أكثر. يمكن كثير ما بيعملوها بالفطرة، وبينتبهوا للعلامات الأربعة هذه اللي بنقولها. It should be within 6 hours after birth. So this assistant should be within 6 hours after birth. Should be. Assisting a breastfeed and recognize signs of positioning and attachment, and practice using breastfeeding observation aid. A missing letter is here, observation aid. Okay, should be observation aid. This is from your book, breastfeed observation aid. Starting generally by observing the mother, then the baby. The mother looks healthy, mother looks relaxed, comfortable, signs of bonding, looking at her baby, or no, here exactly opposite. The baby looks healthy, calm, relaxed, baby reaches or roots for breast if hungry. And you can use this breastfeeding observation aid for any infant's age. Then we look at the breast. Does it look healthy? No pain or discomfort while feeding. Breast well supported with fingers away from the nipple. نتجنب المقص. We avoid scissor hold to be away from the nipple. Nipple projectile في أي مشاكل في النبل. بعد كده البوزيشن حق البيبي. Baby's head in line with the body. Baby held close to mother's body. Baby's whole body supported. Baby's approaches breast, nose to nipple. آخر شيء بعد كده attachment مو آخر شيء. Then the attachment and the signs for the attachment. More areola seen above the baby's top lip. Baby's mouth widely open. So here 4 and here again 4. Lower lip turned outwards, and the baby's chin touching the breast. Then, so mother, baby, breast, position, attachment, and finally suckling. الرضاعة بفعالية. Slow, deep sucks with pauses. يعني في رضعات بطيئة وعميقة مع فترات توقف عشان يبلع ويرتاح. Cheeks round، الخدود ممتلئة مع الرضاعة. البيبي releases breast when finishes، بيتركه لوحده لما يحس بالاكتفاء. والمother notice signs of oxytocin reflex. زي إيش؟ هتاخدوها أكتر مع محاضرة يوم الخميس. طيب، إذن هذه الobservation aid لو جينا نطبقها نفس الobservation aid على أم وطفلها، نقدر نستخدم الصور هذه اللي تابعة برضو للمنهج. أول حالة نشوف الأم ونشوف الطفل ونشوف البريست، وبعد كده البوزيشن، وبعد كده الاتاشمنت هنا، وبعد كده إذا في علامات suckling. So starting with mother, generally mother, baby, breast, MBB. Mother looks healthy. Yeah, she looks healthy. She's sitting comfortably, looking in a loving way toward her baby. The baby looks healthy, calm, and relaxed. البيبي كمان looks healthy ومرتاح وهادئ. هذه general. إذا باقي البريست. The breast also looks healthy. ما شكله يعني إنه في أي سكار حقت عملية سابقة ولا شيء. فهنا generally mother, baby and breast. لكن she's not supporting her breast. بعض الأمهات بيكون ما شاء الله life size breast needs some support. هنا she's not supporting the breast. Her breast may be pushed out of line by her bra. يعني هنا تبارك الله ما شاء الله الصدر large size ويعني محجوز شكله بالملابس الداخلية. يعني محجوز بين هو جزء منه فقط اللي released من الملابس الداخلية من البرا حقها. وده ممكن يعمل لها مشاكل في المستقبل. هذه واحدة من المشاكل لو ما حليناها ممكن تيجي بعد فترة ببلوك ducts. These are one of the problems if we do not help her to or teach her what to do, not to continue doing that. She may come a week or two later complaining of blocked ducts or mass. So then we move to baby's position. Four signs of baby's position. The baby's head and body are in line. Look at his ear, shoulder, hip, in one line, straight line. Yes, it is in line. Number two, baby is not close. Look at difference between the baby's body and the baby's tummy. The baby is not close to the mother. The baby is not well supported. يعني شايفة أنت حتى ماسكاه بأريحية، ما هو إنه ضمته كويس ليها. He is not well supported near the mother. And last one, the baby is facing her, but is not close, as you mentioned. Now we move to attachment. The attachment, we look at that attachment here. Can you see the mouth? Is it widely open? The mother has a large areola, relatively. And the baby does not have a large mouthful of breast. يعني ما زال جزء كبير من الأريولا outside the baby's mouth. A large part of the areola is outside the baby's mouth. So the baby's mouth is open, but not wide enough. Not wide enough to take a large part of the areola into his mouth. The lower lip is turned out. الشفة السفلى مقلوبة للخارج. لكن الفم ما هو مفتوح بشكل كافي. وإحنا قلنا the four signs has to be there. Four signs of the attachment has to be there. The last one, the baby chin, does not touch the breast. فين بعد الchin عن البريست؟ غير ملاصق لأن البيبي أصلاً ما هو قريب من الأم. فطالما إنه at least حتى لو one missing خلاص. This is not a good attachment. 4 out of 4 has to be there to guarantee good attachment, to guarantee milk transfer from breast to mother. Sorry, from breast to baby. This what do you mean by widely open mouth? Don't look at the chin here. If we bring the baby more, it will become touching. But what do you mean by widely open mouth? Is this what we mean by widely open mouth with turning out of the areola? And can you see milk is coming out from the corner? MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Again, the same mother. What positive signs could you point out to the mother? لاحظنا كثير أخطاء هنا. لكن you have to start with positive signs. A lot of wrong here, positioning and attachment, but we really need to start by positive signs. نفس اللي قلناه في مهارات التواصل. Same as we mentioned in communication skills. Her baby looks thriving and happy breastfeeding. ما شاء الله بيرضع ومبسوط. لازم تذكري لها حاجات إيجابية تفرحها وتزود ثقتها في نفسها. She's looking lovingly at her baby. ما شاء الله مبسوطة وانتي بترضعي. Baby's body is held in a line and facing mother. Then we come to suggestions. اقتراحاتنا لتغيير الأخطاء. Suggest reposition and attach her baby again for more effective suckling. ممكن نعيد مرة ثانية نساعدها أن تخرج الصدر من فمه مرة ثانية ونصلح أو من غير ما نخرجه نقربه زيادة ممكن يلتقم أفضل. وإذا احتجنا نخرجه من فمه في طريقة معينة إنه إصبعها الصغير يدخل في ركن فم الطفل ونعيد مرة ثانية الالتقام مرة ثانية. It may help if she takes off her top and bra الملابس الداخلية العليا الحمالة so that the breast is less constrained. ما يكون عليه حز لسه كل ما يكون عليه يعني مضغوط عليه. What suggestions again could you offer to the mother? She can then easily support her breast with her one hand, use the other hand and arm to hold the baby close so that the baby can take a large mouthful of breast. ممكن نعلمها كيف تدعم الصدر بالطريقة اللي شفناها قبل شوية بواحدة يد، والثانية الذراع الثاني تمسك الطفل بواحد ذراع وتمسك الصدر باليد الأخرى. Again, another mother and baby. If we start by looking at the mother, then the baby, then breast, then positioning, attachment, finally suckling. Mother or her position, she's using 2 fingers to hold the breast, to support her breast in a scissor hold اللي قلناه قبل شوية. فبالأصابع ما تقدر ممكن تدعم الصدر حتى لو كانت أصابعها بعيدة عن الهالة. Even if fingers are away from areola, fingers cannot support large size breast. It's difficult to keep fingers in this position for a long time وما ممكن تترك أصابعها بهذه الوضعية وقت طويل. And they may prevent the baby taking a big mouthful of the breast. The baby looks healthy but tense. يعني حسيته إنه هو معصب. شوفي قد يده كيف مشدودة معصبة. Look at the tight fist. كيف القبضة يده معالم حتى وجهه إنه معصب. Baby's position. إيش رأيك في البيبي's position؟ هل the ear, shoulder and hip are in straight line؟ أنا شايفة كأنه رقم 2. You can فلو شفت هنا baby's head and body are not in a line وعلاماتها إنه ear is not at the same line of the shoulder and hip. The baby's head is far back. راسه رايح على ورا زيادة ولذلك إنه ما هي مع نفس الخط مع الكتف. Baby is not held close. البيبي بعيد. طالما إنك شايفة البيبي's abdomen هذا معناته إنه ما هو قريب من الأم. If you can see the baby's tummy or abdomen, this means he's not held close to the mother. The baby is not well supported. ما هو أبداً مدعوم بشكل جيد. ما هو مسنود مفرفر يعني من في يدها. Baby is not well supported. but يعني هو الوجه facing the mother. Little bit chest is facing, but he is not well close to mother. Not well supported. ولازم احنا قلنا 4 علامات تكون. نيجي للاتاشمنت. Now we move to attachment or كيف البيبي ماسك ملتقم الصدر وهذا لازم تكون 4 علامات ولازم ال4 تكون موجودة. You cannot see here the areola or كم مقاس الareola أصلا in this picture, but the baby's mouth is not widely open, and if you make the picture bigger you can see the lower lip is not turned out. شكلها شوفها مقلوبة للداخل وليست للخارج. كبر الصورة, make it larger and see the picture. See the lower lip, it's inward, turned inward, not outward. The baby's chin does not touch the breast, شوية بعيد عنه, and we cannot see signs of suckling in a picture of course. So إذا واحدة من علامات الاتاشمنت غير موجودة, it means not good attachment. If one of the 4 is not there, this means attachment is not proper. Again, what positive signs? لازم look for positive signs. Her baby looks healthy. She's looking lovingly at her baby. She's taking care of her baby. She's trying to breastfeed her baby. Baby's body is held facing the mother. Suggestions comes after acknowledgement. Suggest that the mother reposition and attach her baby for effective suckling. If she holds the baby closer and higher with his or her body supported, ممكن بعض الأمهات إذا الصدر ما شاء الله حجمه كبير تقدري تلفي قطعة قماش تحت الصدر توضع رول تاول أو توضع بيلو تحت الصدر عشان تقدر تمسك الطفل بطريقة أفضل. Some mothers with large size breast you can use a rolled towel and put it under the breast or use a pillow. Suggest again to the mother to hold her breast in C shape or cup position but instead of this scissor-like hold for the breast. Again, this is the mother and her baby. Can you see mother? We cannot see the mother here but she's using, we can see only her finger holding the breast. Instead of C-shape, she's holding with scissor-like hold, and she's not supporting the breast properly. The baby looks like that he's not feeding for many days because
دكتورة صفيناز.
أيوة.
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Really?
Yeah.
Can you make it a little bit more?
No.
Okay, I'll try my best. Okay.
Right.
Okay, as they are going to watch these slides again, maybe I can leave the pictures here. They can watch it later and try to look for the answers. They're I mean, all written. Description again for mother, baby, and breast, position, attachment, positive signs, and suggestions. How about that? Okay. I can leave you with the picture and observing the pictures, waiting for an answer. Hello? Okay. Baby, sometimes they're reluctant to feed. Why some babies they have difficulty attaching to the breast or reluctant to feed? ليش بعض الأطفال بيلاقوا صعوبة أو بيرفضوا? The baby may not be hungry at that time. So check if someone else gave a bottle feed. The baby may be cold, ill, or small and weak. سبب آخر, the mother may be holding the baby in a poor position and the baby cannot attach properly. So احنا لازم ندور ايش السبب اللي مخلي الطفل رافض الرضاعة في ذاك الوقت. ممكن المother عندها engorged, and when the breast is engorged, it is hard to attach. Can you look at engorged breast? يعني من engorgement ولا محتقن الصدر أو متحفل ممتلئ أكثر من اللازم، فبصعوبة يقدر الطفل يلتقم الحلمة وجزء من الهالة المفروض تكون طرية عشان يلتقمها داخل فمه. لو كانت مشحطة وهارد he cannot attach well, of course. The milk may be flowing too fast, or maybe the baby has some sore mouth or blocked nose. يمكن خشمه مسدود، يمكن فمه بيوجعه، يمكن عنده قرحة في الفم ولا التهاب فطريات ولا أي حاجة في فمه تمنعه إنه هو يرضع. يمكن عنده يمكن في ميلك أوفر فلو بتدفق الحليب عندها بكثير أكثر من قدرته على الاستيعاب جمعه في فمه وبلعه، ممكن يرفض. ممكن the baby has pain بعد forceps delivery ولا ventouse delivery، فعنده ألم في منطقة معينة في جسمه أو في رأسه وما هو قادر يكون نايم على هذاك الجنب. ممكن بعض الأمهات they shake the breast for the baby and they don't like this way. ممكن مثلا بعد الولادة وعدم الولادة أثناء الولادة لما سحبوه يمكن كتفه اللي نايم عليه عشان يرضع ذاك بيوجعه. ممكن they are giving him artificial teeth and he is used to that, and when she comes to feed him he cannot open his mouth widely too for good attachment. Maybe المother بدأت تستخدم عطر جديد. Maybe the mother start using a new perfume that he doesn't like. ترى يفهموا الأطفال. ممكن زي ما قلنا painful position ذكرناها قبل شوية. So we have to prevent reluctance to feed حسب by encouraging more frequent skin and skin contact. Mother had to learn skills to positioning and attachment. ولازم تكون الأم being patient while the baby يتعلم الرضاعة. وطبعا to prevent, remove or treat the cause if possible. Help the mother to position and attach. Help the mother to express some milk before feeding for the engorged breast, so the areola has to be soft for attachment. Treat the baby's mouth if there's any painful sore. Provide pain relief if the baby is in pain حسب عمره طبعا والجرعة اللي يكتبها الطبيب. Help the mother to hold the baby without causing pain. Avoid using artificial teeth or pacifiers. نتجنب أي حلمات صناعية، بدالها نستعمل الكاب. Stop using anything that is causing unpleasant taste or smell to the breast. طبعا management encourage skin to skin contact, not try to force the baby for feeding. Maybe necessary to express some milk and give it by cup while the baby are having difficulty to latch. And remember, for successful breastfeeding, you need to know and master the 4 signs of positioning the baby to breastfeed and the 4 signs of good attachment. Again, these are the 4 signs of infant's position for successful breastfeeding to be comfortable. And these are the 4 signs of good attachment for successful breastfeeding. Thank you very much.
شكرا دكتور، الله يعطيك الصحة والعافية.
يعافيك.
اوكي، أشواق.
So I stop now.
شكرا لك دكتورة صفيناز، يعطيك العافية.
الله يعافيكي. Stop sharing.
Yeah.
So stop.
Okay.
شكرا للجميع. إن شاء الله موعدنا يوم الخميس القادم الساعة 7 نفس الجدول المرفق قبل في منصة.
طيب في الشرائح اللي مريت عليها سريع، لو الجميع يشوفها إن شاء الله ويحاول يختبر نفسه فيها زي ما شرحنا في المثالين الأولى والمثال الأول والثاني، يحاولوا إن هم الحضور يشوفوا الصور ويحاولوا يطبقوا observation of the breastfeed والحلول موجودة بجانبها. Regarding those slides that I passed quickly, you can just go through it, look at the pictures, try to look for the mother, baby, and breast positioning attachment, and you can read the answer next to the picture.
موجودة بموقع منصة تسجيل المحاضرات إن شاء الله، اللي حاب يطلع عليها مرة ثانية عن طريق منصة. شكرا لك دكتورة صفيناز، شكرا لك دكتورة فاطمة.
الله يحييكم. شكرا
لكم.
طيب، السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. قبل لا ننهي نحب نشكر الأساتذة الكرام اللي كانوا ضيوف علينا، الدكتورة فاطمة يوسف والدكتورة صفيناز مرة أخرى. الله يعطيكم الصحة والعافية. إن شاء الله زي ما قالت أستاذة أشواق، نلتقيكم إن شاء الله يوم الخميس 9/7 إن شاء الله مع الدكتورة منال خورشيد والدكتورة أنوار. نلتقيكم إن شاء الله بإذن الرحمن في يوم الخميس بإذن الرحمن. إذا عندكم أي مشاكل بتواجهكم يا ريت لو تتواجهوا للتذاكر الدعم الفني. اللي بتواجهكم أي مشكلة ما لقيتوا ملف فيديو ما اشتغل معاكم، فيا ريت تتوجهوا لتذاكر الدعم الفني، وإن شاء الله حجاوب على كل استفساراتكم بإذن الرحمن. وشكرا لكم، والله يعطيكم الصحة والعافية، وإن شاء الله نلتقيكم عما قريب. في أمان الله، مع السلامة.
شكرا جزيلا.
في أمان الله، مع السلامة.